What's going on, guys? In today's video, there is a lot of people early in the game cycle that don't know exactly what to do with the game, especially if you're new to MLB The Show. There's a lot of people that ask, I have a lot of stubs. What do I do? Do I buy to go towards collections? Do I get some cards out of the market? Do I rip packs with those stubs? What do I do first? Do I hop into programs? Do I hop right into ranked? Some people get a little frustrated because they don't have the greatest ranked team right away. In today's video, I want to give you guys 5 offensive cards that are actually going to help your team right away. Now, I wanted to say this first, though. This is more so for casual players. There's a lot of good players in the game out there that, you might see some of these cards and think, I'm never going to use that card. I have this other card that I'm way better with. It is subjective, too, as well. If you are better with certain cards, you don't have to use some of these cards. These are just personal favorites, specifically, that I have liked in years past, that I like in this year's game. I'm not the greatest player in the world, so if some of these cards can make me look good, then I think they can make pretty much any casual player in the game look a little bit better. Now, the first card I wanted to talk about was this 87 overall Terry Pendleton card that you can get from the multiplayer program. If you guys aren't big multiplayer program type players, you guys might not play a lot of online, so you can unlock that card throughout that for free. But if you don't want to do that, then you can buy this card for only 3,200 stubs. He's extremely cheap, and he's a very good card as well. Switch hitter, new legend this year, so he's got a great swing in the game. The contact is there, 87, 118 contact, 69 powers, 59 versus left. That is a little bit low, but he's a switch hitter. He provides some extra velo. The 106 clutch is very, very good this year. Clutch means even more, I find. 91 vision, so the swing, the timing windows are going to be there. He also has pretty solid fielding over at third base. This is when he was a little bit older, so I'm surprised that they gave him 80 defense. 63 speed isn't the greatest in the world, but trust me, this Terry Pendleton card plays way above his attributes, man. And like I said, he's only 3,200 stubs, man. Like, that is kind of wild. Another card that I wanted to talk about was this 87 overall Dylan Cruz. One of the best cards in the game, in my opinion. I ain't gonna lie. This card, I was using him in a few BR runs. 12 for 24 for me with 2 home runs, 2 triples, and 4 doubles. Like I said, I'm not the greatest player in the world. If you guys watch me over on Twitch, you guys know that I'm not the best player by any means. So if I can hit 500 with a card with 520 OBP, with 2 home runs, multiple extra base hits, then he must be a pretty damn good card. I ain't gonna lie. He's got the offensive stats. They might be a little bit low. I know 69, 74 power isn't the greatest in the world, especially in this year's game where power seems to mean a lot. The defense is there. The speed is there. The stealing is there. The reaction at 99 reaction is crazy good. That means so much this year. He can play in right field. You can throw him in center field if need be. He's got the speed. He can play in center field if you want him to. Like I said, 87 fielding, 99 reaction is incredible, man. Like, I definitely recommend this card. He's a little bit more expensive than Terry Pendleton. He is 8,900 stubs right now. I would recommend probably picking him up soon before he raises in price a little bit because he is behind packs right now. But yeah, the offensive stats aren't the craziest in the world. He does have 82 clutch. His swing is really good too, man. Like, he's got a very good swing. But I'm telling you, if he can make me look anywhere near a solid player, then he'll make you guys look much better. Moving on over to another pipeline card. This is 85 overall Kobe Mayo. Once again, a guy that's only 3,000 stubs right now. Another third baseman similar to Terry Pendleton. He doesn't have the defense of Terry Pendleton, though, only at 62 over at third. His power is there, man. When I saw this card, I was like, damn, this is only an 85. 103 and 81 power. He's got a very solid swing in the game, too. The one thing that a lot of people don't overly love is the height of some players in the game. He is 6'5", so he's a little bit taller. He's kind of up there towards the Aaron Judge echelon. But I think this card is very solid. I haven't used him too much. I remember the card that he had in last year's game was really solid, though. Like I said, the power means so much in this year's game. So 103 and 81 power. I think that can play, man. Like 76 clutch, it's right around there with his contact, so that's not going to make too much of a difference. Like I said, the fielding isn't the craziest in the world. It sounds like I'm kind of talking down on this card, but I just want to make sure you guys know that if you are getting somebody like Kobe Mayo, he's 6'5", he's a little bit taller. The power is there, though, man. Like, I think Kobe Mayo is a very solid card, and he's only 3,000 stubs. A lot of people, like I said, you guys come into the game, you don't know what to do with your stubs. You think, maybe I should just buy packs. What should I do with my stubs? Should I go towards collections, get those live series cards? if you want to just buy cards out of the market, which I know is a lot of people's way of building in the game, Kobe Mayo is probably one of those solid cards to get off rip. I had to bring him up, man. Gary Sanchez, if you need a catcher in the game that is going to be solid behind the plate with a 99 arm, a powerful bat, one of the better catcher swings that we have ever seen in MLB The Show from the right-handed side, Gary Sanchez is your guy. I know he's a little bit more expensive than some of the other guys. Only 8,500 though. I mean, if we aren't having 10,000 subs in the game right now, that like at this point, then I don't know what we're doing. You know what I mean? So like, Gary Sanchez is that guy, man. 85 and 107 power. He's been crushing for me too, man. 14 for 28, 6 home runs, 2 doubles, 500 batting average. Like I said, and only 2 strikeouts as well. I am somebody that does strike out a decent amount. So if I only struck out 2 times in 29 plate appearances with 6 home runs, 500 batting average, he must be a solid card, man. I'm telling you. So Gary Sanchez is probably going to be one of your guys to get at catcher, man. Like I said, he's a little bit more pricey. The defense isn't the greatest in the world, but he does have 99 arm. His blocking is a little bit low, so he might be able to get a few pass balls. His speed is never there. But, I mean, if you guys know Gary Sanchez in the game, his swing is incredible, man. One of the better ones from the right-handed side. We also got him already P3 just from the double PXP weekend, man. That was such a clutch update. But, yeah, 85, 107 power. Like, the power is there, man. He's going to be able to crush baseballs for you. Now, the last card I wanted to talk about, this is not somebody that you can buy. This is through the New Threads program, but I had to talk about him, man. This Gleyber Torres card, might be my favorite card in the game right now. He's only an 86. I know he's not, like, he might not be meta because he's not like a switch hitter in the infield. A lot of people have Cattell. A lot of people have Francisco Lindor. But this card is somebody that you can get pretty easily. Pretty much all you need to do is missions in the New Threads program. I will show you guys where to go after that. But he has great attributes, man. I know the 69 power versus righties is a little bit low. We do have him at P4, so he starts off at 65 power versus righties. But he does have great contact, 91, 96, 95 power versus lefties, 94 clutch. The defense isn't the craziest in the world, but he's not too bad over at second base. He can get away over there. Like I said, we got him up to P4, and he's been balling out for me, man. Another guy that I've only struck out once with. I know, like I said, I'm a very aggressive swinger. So if I've only struck out once with the card, then he must be pretty solid. 5 home runs, 17 hits. He's hitting 425 for us right now. I know that he's not a guy that you can buy, but like I said, he is pretty easily to attain. What do is just go over to the assorted programs, and then he will be right here in these first New Threads program where you can get this 88 overall Max Scherzer as well, which is a pretty... actually, I don't know. I don't know if Max Scherzer is that great in the game, to be honest. Gleyber is the next highest diamond card, so you do need to grind a little bit to get to him. He's at the 80-point mark, but pretty much all you need to do is just knock out a lot of these moments. You might have to do like some of these missions in here, like the PXP missions, but once you unlock some of these guys throughout it, all you got to do is just throw those guys in your lineup, and you'll be able to get some of those guys done. Or you could just do, like, there's a couple optional missions here. But I'm telling you, man, this Gleyber Torres card, you guys need to get him if you don't have him already. If you're struggling to find a second baseman, I know that he can't play shortstop or third base this year. They really cracked down on secondary positions, which I don't hate. I don't hate that in the game. But yeah, this Gleyber Torres card is very, very good. If you guys need a second baseman that can mash, Gleyber is your guy. Gleyber is your guy. I know that I said that his power is a little bit low versus righties, but he is still hitting... I guess he's only hitting 333 versus righties, so it's not the greatest in the world. 615 versus left, man. Maybe like a pinch hitter type option too. But yeah, he is somebody that you can't buy, so he does kind of go outside of what we were talking about in this video, but I had to bring him up, man. I had to bring him up as one of the guys. And that'll do it. Those are 5 guys that I think you guys should probably aim to get. If you're struggling to use your stubs, not knowing exactly what to use with your stubs, if you don't know if you should go for collections, packs, whatever, these are 5 guys that I think you guys should go after. Obviously, like I said, Terry Pendleton, Dylan Cruz, Gleyber Torres, Gary Sanchez, and Kobe Mayo. That can probably you can get most of those guys for like under 30K total. And I think those are 5 diamonds that you guys should use on your lineup right now. I appreciate you guys for being here. A little shameless plug here at the end of the video, as per usual. We stream over on Twitch 5 to 6 times a week. We laugh a lot. We play a lot of co-op games. It's always good vibes over there. Music is great. Chat is great. Vibes are great, like I said. Come on over to the Twitch channel. The link will be down in the description below. Like I said, we play a lot of co-op over there. We try to do a lot with the community. Some BR, you know, I'm not the greatest player in the world, like I said, but we do play a little bit of BR. I would like to hop into some ranked eventually too, but yeah. Anyways, I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in and watching the video, and we'll see you guys in the next one.